than arrogant cops who are greedy for power and authority. Today we're talking about these police officers who went too far. Got a reality check from highly educated citizens who refuse to give up their rights. Let's go to the video. We start today's video with a surprising scene right in front of a police station. Imagine this. A couple of guys decide to film right on the sidewalk leading up to the station's parking lot, which is totally public property. Out comes a cop looking puzzled, and right away, he asks the guys what they're up to. Sure, he's got every right to ask, but that doesn't mean he's automatically going to get an answer, right? The cop thought maybe he wasn't clear enough the first time, so he repeats the question, but these guys are quick on their feet. They tell him straight up that he's the one standing on their turf, meaning the public sidewalk, not the other way around. This throws the cop off big time. He clearly didn't expect these young people to know their rights and stand their ground without backing down. Next, the cop makes a move that shows just how unprepared some cops are for situations like these. He pulls out his phone and starts filming the guys, probably think it'll spook them into leaving, but it backfires. The guys start cracking jokes, asking the cop if he wants them to pose or dress up so he can get a better shot. At this point, the cop is totally out of his depth. He realizes he's not getting anywhere with this approach, so he decides the best thing to do is just walk away and leave him be. It's a clear example of how knowing your rights can really throw off someone who's not expecting it.
Hey guys.
What's up?
Can I ask what y'all doing?
Yeah, you can ask.
Okay.
Yep. But that don't mean I'm gonna tell you, but you can ask.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find out what you're doing in front of our property here, so not a problem.
I don't have to give the information out.
All right, no problem.
Yeah.
That's all I need to know.
So.
What are you doing on our property?
Yeah.
I'm not on your property.
Yeah, this is the people's property.
I'm not out there. I'm over here.
Right,
This is the
right.
people's property.
Let him call his daddy. Let him call his daddy so he can take care of it.
Hey, I don't have to call nobody.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm in charge here. So
Okay. All right. So you the boss then?
Yes, sir.
I hear you, boss. Go back in there where you're the boss of people, not out here. Record that.
I got it.
Got it? You sure you got it?
You gonna
You gonna do it again? Bam.
Bam.
Thank you.
There you go.
Okay.
Anytime. If you want more, I got you.
Okay.
I got you. Look at this idiot.
However, this was just the beginning of the guy's encounter with cops. The cop who just walked away told what happened to his rookie partner. This new cop then drove up to the guys in a police car, but here's where things took an even stranger turn. He parked his car smack in the middle of the road, blocking traffic, and then claimed he was just checking to make sure everyone was safe. Bit ironic, isn't it? If safety was really his concern, you'd think he'd park his car properly and not create a hazard. Funnily enough, this is the same kind of cop who wouldn't hesitate to ticket someone else for parking just like he did. It's crucial for cops to realize they aren't above the law and that there are consequences when they mess up or bend the rules. This cop seemed totally clueless. He even told the guys they couldn't film the police station, claiming it was private property. That's quite a stretch, especially coming from someone who thought it'd be okay to block the road with his patrol car. But then his curiosity got the better of him. He started probing about why they were filming. Was it for YouTube or something? He acted like the answer would decide how he'd handle things. The only thing the guys really owed him was a reminder that it wasn't any of his business, yet he persisted, now labeling them as suspicious and demanding they explain themselves. But really, what's there to explain? It's pretty clear what's happening. Maybe the cop was a bit slow on the uptake, but come on, shouldn't a cop recognize the First Amendment in action? These guys were just exercising their rights, plain and simple.
What's the emergency? What's the emergency?
What you doing today?
What you doing today? What'd you say? You keeping everybody safe?
Talking about the lights?
No, you parked in the middle of the damn driveway, Bo.
Hey, if I need to move, I'll move out of the way.
Wow, why y'all do that though?
Why do I do that?
Yeah, why do you park in the middle of the road?
Secure a seat.
What'd you lights on? They not a lot of traffic out here.
With all the questions for a second.
No, yeah, I can ask you as many questions that I'd like, and you can listen to them.
I'm gonna ask
We're doing stuff here. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
ECHERD.
Wow, parked in the middle of the freaking road. Jesus.
Badge number? Hey, step out of the road for your second.
Okay, so you're just out here filming today.
That's all we doing, man.
There's no, ain't nothing against that.
Right. Well, I'm just saying, I'd appreciate it if you'd move off of the damn driveway right there.
Standing there, I'd pulled up.
There's a lot. Look, Bo, look at all the shoulder of the road. And you're gonna use that excuse? You're gonna use that excuse?
That's private property.
That's not private property. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. That's the easement still.
You see, there's the road.
I see it. Watch here.
saying we can't walk
I can walk across this because this is public property right here. Yeah. You don't know that we know, right?
No, I'm here. I'm not here right now, so I'm gonna ask you.
Good for you.
What's your name?
Deputy Eckert.
Eckert?
Yes, sir. That's ECH.
You got a number?
406. Well, it ain't on the vehicle. 406.
406. That don't make no sense. And then you're gonna say that's private property. That's crazy.
That's really dirty, man.
Just because they put that pavement in there, don't mean it's theirs.
Why don't you wash your hands?
So, this is the color of it. So, what's going on?
Well, you just asked that question, but we done answered it. We done answered that question.
You guys got a lot of money to be
So,
free,
hey,
you know?
I don't mind you. Like I said, you can sit out here and take videos all you want.
Yeah, we don't need permission to come out here.
You trying to get on YouTube?
Trying to. Yeah.
Watching YouTube? You have one of those YouTube live degrees?
No.
You do, don't you?
You on Facebook?
Look at this. That's crazy.
As long as, you know, this
long as you don't got the live
don't
done,
we'll ask the questions. Unless you suspect it of a crime.
I just was called out here for
Suspicious? Wow.
We didn't go. Wow.
Yeah. Did you talk to the complainant yet? That's usually the first people you should talk to, right? That's usually if you do an investigation. If you do your investigation right, you would go up there.
Well, you're an individual. He's an
No, I'm
individual.
one of the people, right?
You're all individuals. Everybody, all lives matter, right?
I'm one of the people. The people have the rights
Yeah.
around here. You're an individual.
Davidson County.
Niggas have privileges.
Everybody's an individual.
No, I'm one of the
Here comes his backup.
So if I would call the
As if two cops weren't enough, even more started showing up, acting like they were on some sort of high-stakes mission against top-level criminals and not dealing with just some young guys filming in public. When another rookie cop arrived, he jumped right in, saying they shouldn't be there. The guy set him straight, explaining they knew exactly where they could and couldn't be. They were sticking to public ground. The guys, taking the initiative, questioned this new cop about why his colleague had parked smack dab in the middle of the road. The cop seemed caught off guard, and instead of answering, he switched gears and started accusing them of walking in the middle of the road, which, by the way, wasn't true at all.
What's your name?
Stephanie Hampton.
I can't.
Stephanie Hampton.
Steffingham?
Deputy Hampton.
Hampton. Oh, Hampton. Yeah.
You see the little red light?
Hampton. You got a number?
Guy's a piece of shit.
You guys are out of the roadway.
We already knew, man. We know what we're doing.
I'm
Yeah.
just
Come
doing
on.
my
Come on, man.
thing. He's going to go talk to the caller. And
Shouldn't he? Hey, time out. Shouldn't he have done that first before he come out here and harassing us?
I have no idea.
Ain't that standard protocol though to talk to the
Hold on
caller?
one second, I'm going to get up out the roadway.
Ain't that standard protocol though to talk to the caller first? Is that not right?
I'll be honest with you, Martin, it can go either way.
So it's up to y'all's discretion. It's not in your policy nowhere or nothing to talk to the caller first. Is that what you're telling me?
if I were to call, I wouldn't want them to
So like I said, guys, you guys are out of the roadway. We're going to talk to the caller and see where their property is. See where their property line is.
Do you know where it's at?
No, that's why you're going to talk to the caller.
You don't know where the property's at.
Not of every single place. Actually.
You don't know there's an easement on every freaking road you go down.
There is an easement
Okay.
for DOT purposes.
Right. DOT is public. It's public properity, man.
Okay. All right. Like I said, we're going to talk to the caller and figure out what's going
The
on.
caller ain't got nothing to do with what we doing out here.
I know you're superior to him because you're stripes, but did you tell me why he would park right here blocking this instead of all this clear availability to park?
I couldn't tell you, sir.
Is that standard protocol too?
I
You park where you
he
please.
chose to park where he parked. He couldn't
Not a
say.
keeper. I'll tell you. You get him some better training, maybe. You guys are trying
I
to
couldn't
claim.
tell you why he chose to do what he did.
You're trying to claim this.
So hey, let me see.
This is our scheme.
Let me get this straight. So you're gonna talk to the caller to find out where his property line is. Even
Plus, in that area, the sidewalk wasn't continuous, so it's reasonable for pedestrians to walk on the road, right? Then, out of nowhere, this cop asked the guys to leave the property of the police station. That made no sense, and they were nowhere near police property. How can you leave a place that you aren't even at? It's fascinating, really, how many cops seem to think they're above the law, making up excuses on the fly, hoping something will stick. You've got to wonder how many of these overconfident cops would still be on the job if faced with a reality check.
easement on every road that you gotta have somewhere to walk, right?
Like
The
I said-
public.
like
No,
I said,
answer. I'm asking you a yes or no question.
I know what you're asking, sir, but I'm explaining to you what we're going to do here is we're going to talk to the caller, figure out where
There
the
shouldn't be no.
property line is.
But the property line ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yes, it does. If you're on property, they don't want you.
out where the
Wow.
line is. You have your head up your ass, man. You see that mailbox?
I mean,
Those men go there.
there's the
Give me
easement.
a sewer pipe. Who the fuck you put that in, man?
Stop down right here.
Yeah, use your brain.
You get what I'm saying? That's all I was saying is there's got to be sidewalk.
No, I completely understand
Okay,
what's going
then it
on.
shouldn't
I understand
matter.
what you guys are doing
It
out
shouldn't
here,
matter, though.
But we've still got to go through our little spiel and stuff.
So you got to make the caller happy. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I figure out why they called and what they're upset about.
All these fucking people showed up to pay their bill and stuff at that kiosk anyway. So even if we were to go on that line, they've never asked us to get off of their property to begin with. So there's no reason even being investigating the property. We're not even asked to get off the property. We're not on.
Yeah, and like I said, that's why I asked them to go in there and talk to the caller, figure out what's going on, guys. I understand what you're doing. If you're within your legal rights to do what you're doing, I'm gonna let y'all keep on doing what you need to.
You're gonna let us. He's gonna let us. He's gonna let us.
What we can do over
So,
That walk around in that clown suit, man.
That's weird, man. Instead of being transparent and stuff and knowing that we got a right to be here, you say you're gonna let us stay here. You ain't got no say in the matter.
I'm sorry that you don't agree with
You don't have no say in the matter.
Our tax dollars allow you to wear this uniform, costume, and we pay for all of that. You're our public servant.
Everybody came up? Yeah.
Someone already asked, and I explained the red light was the
I can't see the light.
Sorry, it's right down
Yeah,
here
it's
in this
a glare.
It doesn't go very well.
But it's on. It's been on for.
Imagine you're settling down for a nice dinner at home when out of nowhere some cops burst into your house. Sounds crazy, right? Well, wait until you hear why they did it. It's probably the silliest reason ever. These cops got the address wrong and ended up at the wrong house by mistake. When the homeowner, understandably confused, asked them why they were there and if they had a warrant, they admitted they didn't have one, but shrugged it off, saying they'd already talked to their supervisor. But really, how does that supposed conversation with a supervisor help the homeowner? Then these cops claimed they need to check on a child in the house. First off, they should have just explained why they were barging in without a warrant. They claimed they thought a child was being mistreated inside. The homeowner, getting more alarmed by the second, asked for any evidence to back up their claims or at least some proof that they received a call about it.
No, thank you. This is my house. What's your name and badge number, sir?
My name's Mandy, but I'll fuck
Okay, what is it?
Mandy, but that's 1048, sir.
What's your name and badge number?
House. And 1039. I already told him resume.
Why? Why?
Keep trying to get inside. And
What's your name and badge number?
and 1039.
Why are you guys just getting in? Do you have a warrant?
We've already just talked to supervisor.
Do you have a warrant?
No, doesn't matter.
Oh, yes, it does.
We just talked to
Yes, it does.
supervisor. We need to see the children, okay?
No, you don't.
You can bring
No,
them-
no,
Hey,
no, 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 no,
Let
no.
me-
That, don't tell me what to
If
do, all right?
you
No,
bring them
no,
down so we can see
no,
them,
no. I
that
told
is
you,
fine.
Sergeant, this before. No.
I know.
No, without a warrant, you don't get to go in my house. You need to take your foot off my. Don't touch me. You need to take your foot off my. You need to take your foot. You need to take your foot. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This guy's entering my home without a warrant. You see this? You see this? Then you need to get out of the way so I can get in my home.
Inside our door.
You need to get your foot off my door. That's what you need to do, man. Where's your supervisor at? Is he on his way?
No. Lambert.
I need you to call supervisor, please.
Lambert.
No,
Can I
no.
have a conversation with you?
No, because you have your foot on my door. Look, without a warrant. Look at this shit. Why would you do that?
So we have a report that kids are getting hit inside.
There's 2 times you guys have done this shit to me.
Okay. I haven't been out here before.
Do you have proof? Can I see the proof?
We have a witness report.
A witness report? Who's the witness?
Okay.
What's the name of the witness?
Lambert.
What's the name of the witness?
Why we worked up.
Why we worked up? Because I have PTSD because of people like you.
Okay. And
Because of people
I'm
like
sorry
you.
about your
Because of gang members like you that I have PTSD. Look at this shit. I'm shaking just being in front of you because I'm scared you're going to me.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Yeah.
Lambert.
Well, I'm sorry you
But
feel that you think you're going to go into my
where
house.
we're at with the reports that we have, we need to confirm the kids are okay. If they could come to the door, that's fine.
Why would I do
You
that
don't
though?
have to go in. Because
You know,
have
you
to
can't
keep
go
your hand
in.
in your pocket. Keep your hand in your pocket.
Why?
There's-
Why?
Keep his hand out of his pocket.
Don't touch me. Hey, don't touch
Keep your
me.
hand in your
Don't
pocket.
touch me.
Go
Don't
hand
touch
up.
me. Don't put your hands on me. Look at you.
Okay.
I think you are, man.
With the report we have, we're not leaving until we make sure the kids are okay.
Oh, no, you're going to leave, man. Because if you have no warrant, you can't go in my house.
But one cop acted like he didn't owe the homeowner any explanations and even tried to push him around on his own property. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen right there. Seeing how unprofessional this cop was, the homeowner asked to speak to his supervisor, but the cop just ignored the request, even though it's totally within their job policy to handle such situations better. They even threatened to break down the door if the homeowner didn't let them in. Really, they should lose their qualified immunity for behaving like that. After all that drama, even if there had been a real report, the cop should have verified it first. Anyone could say anything, but that doesn't automatically make it true, right?
We're not.
Yeah, you are. You're going to kick rocks, guaranteed. You ain't going to go into my house. I suggest you call a supervisor right here, right now. I need a supervisor.
Okay.
I'm requesting a supervisor. It's your policy to do that.
Yep.
What's the name of your supervisor that's coming?
1054. Might as well make it a stay-in unit. Okay. We got one coming.
Look at these guys.
Okay, do you have questions about what's going on, boss?
I need you to get your foot off my door. That's what I want.
That's not gonna happen, boss.
I want to close it.
At this time, you're disturbing my wife and me.
So the thing is, we don't have to break property to make sure the kids are okay.
Why are you gonna break property for?
Because we have to make sure the kids are okay.
Why do you have? Are they your kids?
They're not.
Okay, then don't.
Okay, we have a duty with the report that we have to make sure they're okay. All right?
They are okay.
So that's
They're
why my
asleep.
kid is in the door.
You want to wake up my kids right now at 1:30 in the morning just so you think you can make sure that my kids are okay?
Okay. All right. Do you have questions for me?
Can you get your foot off my fucking door?
No.
She's not gonna close it. Just get your foot off the fucking door. That's it. I'm already in the point of getting kicked out of this shit because of people like her. Because of the people who are making the reports, fake fucking reports.
And like I explained to Elizabeth, we would like to confirm that they're fake reports.
Why do you need to confirm that they're fake reports? Why? Why?
Because we have a witness report.
Okay, where's that witness to prove that it's true? Where's the witness? If it's fucking word to word, why does that witness word better than my own? Why is that witness's word better than my own? That's a good question. Why don't you answer that?
However, to make their case seem stronger, the cops claimed they had a witness to back up their accusations. The homeowner quickly pointed out a couple of glaring issues with this. First off, if they were so confident in their witness's story, why hadn't they brought that witness along? Secondly, why were they putting more stock in this supposed witness's word over the homeowner's, who was right there telling them nothing was wrong? Adding to the mess, it was 3 a.m. and the man's kids were all asleep. Yet here were these cops, ready to storm into the house without a warrant, potentially waking up and frightening the children. They even demanded that the man and his wife bring the kids to the front door. Why cause such a disturbance if it wasn't absolutely necessary?
Why is that witness's word better than mine?
We would like to see the kids.
No. You're not answering the question. Why is that witness's word? Are you making a legal determination right now? Is that what it is?
Her word's not better than yours, but it comes down to if we have one report saying that kids are being abused and are in danger.
By the same person? By the same person? By the same person? By the same person.
We have to err on the side of caution and check on the kids.
Err on the side of caution. You guys are here with masks. What if you guys are contaminated? You guys going to contaminate my children? Oh, don't answer that one. That's all right. Yeah.
Well, I don't plan on contaminating. That's why we have this gear, and that's why we're also saying that you could just bring them to the doorway.
Why would I do that though?
So that we can confirm they're okay. And
Why?
have to go in your home.
Why can't you just leave?
Confirm that the witness.
You guys ain't going to my house. You guys ain't got no warrant. Where's your warrant?
So these police officers are going to do everything in their power to go in the house. They don't care about a warrant. They want to do it their way. So they're going to do everything in their power to go in this house. So we'll see what happens in this video. But unfortunately, these cops do not respect the United States Constitution of the United States.
In front of my fucking house.
Yep.
Not only disturbing my peace, but the peace around us.
Yep.
Who's going to keep you accountable, guys, huh? Who's going to keep you guys accountable?
A lot of people.
Yeah, that's why your guy property without a warrant. Look at that shit. How is that accountable?
Yep. So we have a report that kids are being abused.
One report. One fucking
Kid
report.
Screaming going on inside. That's why we're here. That's why my foot is in the door right
Because my kid has autism. So you think that that's going to make you a difference?
So, boss, like I was talking to Elizabeth here, maybe there was some sort of verbal argument going on at bedtime, and the neighbors drew things out of proportion.
That neighbor right there is the one that keeps calling me.
If we could just make sure the kids are cool.
No.
Make sure they're
No.
okay. Not being
Why?
abused.
If I tell you that the kids are all right, you won't take my word for it? I mean, you take somebody else's word for it, right?
Don't take my word.
Why would you take my word for it? My kids are all right.
All right, Lambert. Do you have questions?
Yeah, I'm asking you a question. Why won't you take my word for it that my kids
That's
are all
not
right?
how this works, Lambert.
Oh, so it's just if somebody else says it though, that's how it works, right?
You were at work just now.
Yeah, because I can have a camera right there watching you guys. What you got?
And think about this. How would these cops feel if their roles were reversed? What if someone knocked on their doors after midnight demanding to see their children? The situation got even more tense when one of the cops put his foot in the doorway, preventing them from closing their door, which was a huge safety risk. Despite thinking he was doing his job, this cop really was just showing a complete disregard for the constitutional rights he was supposed to protect. Eventually, it turned out that a neighbor across the street, who apparently often made trouble because he was bored, had called the cops. The homeowner explained that this neighbor was known for stirring up issues and making false police reports, but even with this explanation, the cops kept insisting on seeing the children. The homeowner, standing his ground, continued to demand that the cops bring their supervisor to the scene, not willing to let the issue go without proper oversight.
This witness. What's the name of the person who gave this report?
We don't need to release that.
You don't need to release that? Why? Because he's a bitch? You don't know what the fuck to say, huh?
No.
Yeah.
It's not your business.
Fucking figures. Look at these guys.
Okay. How are we gonna come to a solution here, Lambert?
Leave. That's how we're going to come to a solution.
Okay. That's not an option. So how else?
Oh, that's not an option? Are you sure? So you guys are gonna stay here all night? All night.
Yeah.
All fucking night. That's what you guys are gonna do? This is how you guys waste taxpayers' money?
No. No, I can't.
Man, my fucking room is getting colder.
We could have been gone and out of here.
You guys can still leave.
No.
Yeah.
Not until we make sure kids are okay.
Oh, well, they're my kids, not yours. Don't worry about my kids. Don't worry about whether I feed them or take care of them. They have a home. Thanks to you guys, they probably won't have that anytime soon.
Why is that?
Because.
So apparently, the neighbors are making false 911 calls to try to get their neighbors evicted. Pretty much, they're falsely accusing them of crimes they're not doing.
The fuck is going on here, man?
So what I think you're describing is people keep calling in about you guys, and we come out, and that upsets you. And it would probably upset me.
No. What upsets me is that I'm getting harassed because one person keeps doing the same shit to me, and you guys don't do nothing about it, but come and harass me over it.
So the thing is,
but come and harass me over it. That's all you guys are doing. That's all you guys are doing.
We don't know if they're making stuff up unless we can get inside.
They are making it up. This is the 4th time you guys have come over here because of my neighbor talking shit.
We can see the kids and verify that they're.
Why would you need to see my kids? Why would you need to do that though? Why? Because one person gave word, only one other person. That's it. That's it.
Exactly.
So if I go and start saying that you guys are corrupt cops, why shouldn't they investigate you? Shouldn't that how it works?
If you complain about us, it'll get investigated.
Yeah, right.
Yep, it will.
By who? By you guys? Same people that are corrupt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like it too. He's gonna move as soon as the supervisor gets here. He's gonna move it.
Okay. We would like to make sure the kids are okay.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna get that chance, man. Not without a warrant. You won't get into my house.
Okay.
Can you get your foot off my door, please? It's fucking cold, and my wife is getting cold.
Nope.
Is this what you guys do to people? Is this how you
Make sure
you raise your authority?
Okay? Yeah.
Is this what you do when you have a gun and a badge? You think you can have fucking authority over people that haven't broken the law?
Lambert, it's nothing personal.
It seems personal. It's personal because you guys aren't even being biased. You guys aren't even being biased.
We aren't even being biased?
No.
What do you mean by that?
Well, this is the 4th time I've been called by my neighbor for you guys. You guys keep coming to rescue her, but don't do shit for us. Instead of me trying to check my fridge and check on my kids. What kind of shit is that?
These cops once again brushed off the man's request for a supervisor and kept insisting that they just needed to check on the kids. Great. If that's his job, then he should do it properly, come with a warrant, and there should be no problem, right? Did these cops really expect someone to just open their door in the middle of the night without any valid reason? It wasn't just about the kids anymore. The man's wife was absolutely terrified. Not only was she scared, but she was also freezing because the cops wouldn't even let them close the front door. Absolutely nothing justifies cops acting this way, infringing on people's rights and treating them so poorly.
What kind of shit is that, man?
I'm telling you right now, man, we gotta make sure the kids are okay.
Well, I'm telling you right now, without a warrant, you're not going to my fucking house.
Okay.
So make sure your supervisor brings that warrant, or get your fucking foot off my damn door.
I'm good.
Vi la cámara y te hablé. Cuando vi que estaban allá. When I saw them looking into our window over there, that's how I knew here.
I have it all on camera.
Yeah. Good, keep recording. Don't worry, he's about to close and get this foot off his door. That's what he's about to do.
Deep, and you just want a landline SAM unit? Sure. Clear with right?
What's your name and badge number, sir?
Just make sure you know.
990. Are you a supervisor?
I am not. No,
Okay.
Say you've been here before. Yeah. What's your name again, sir?
I don't have my badge. I lost it.
Lambert
That's the one.
and Elizabeth.
Is this for the same thing as last time, man? I remember, Drayton. I remember you. You were over there when I saw you, right? That was you over there with your friend.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I remember you. Are you guys here over the same shit again, man?
I just showed up. I don't know. I can't tell you what's going on right now.
You were here for the first time, right? When they had that picture of my son, supposedly.
I was here the first time.
Yeah. Were you the one with the picture, or was that your other friend? No. Yeah, because you were here last time. You were here. You were with your sergeant, right?
Yeah.
I forgot his name. I don't know if it was Showers or something like that. I remember you. Well, can you get your friend to get his foot off the door, please? He has no warrant to be in there and just trying to barge in like he owns this. Can you at least be a good cop and tell him to get his foot off? My wife's not going to close the door.
Sure. Would you mind if I just quick talk to you?
No, you can talk right here. I don't mind.
Okay, sounds good. The other reason is, the Community Caretaker Act, we just have to make sure everyone's all right. Okay, if somebody hears, something going on, like a domestic dispute, we have to make sure everyone's all right, and then we're get out of your area.
Yet these cops decided to push the man even further. They started talking about exceptions to constitutional laws and the Fourth Amendment, claiming that there were cases where people must identify themselves. Sure, that applies in situations where there's an actual suspicion of a crime being committed, but this man and wife hadn't done anything wrong, so the exceptions don't apply here. However, these cops seem to think that the real exception was that they had badges. It's as if some cops think way too highly of themselves just because they wear a badge. Then, finally, other cops show up as backup, and among them was the long-awaited supervisor. But it turns out this supervisor was even worse than his officers. When you hear how he spoke to these people, you'll understand why the cops under his command acted like total bullies.
That's what you guys tried to do last time. Isn't that what you guys tried to do last time?
Did we do you wrong last time?
You guys were trying to do the same shit, except this time this guy has his fucking door on his foot on the door, man. And that's illegal. Look at that shit. That's illegal. Look at that shit.
Kids are okay.
Look at that shit.
Apparently, there are exceptions to the Fourth Amendment. So he can just write it off. He can just tear it up like this piece of paper and go on in. According to this officer, he can just go on in because he feels like it. Remember, the Constitution doesn't apply to this cop, apparently. Get back to the video.
It's not, boss.
Yes, it is, man.
There are exceptions to the Fourth Amendment.
Exception to the Fourth Amendment? Like what? Like what? Like you have a badge and a gun? That's what it is? Like you have a badge and a gun? Is that what it is? Just because you have a badge and a gun, you can put your foot on the fucking door like the way you want, however you want? Is that what you do? Is that what you do? You know why?
It's about
why?
the kids.
It's about the kids. They're my kids, not yours. You pay their bills, eh? You feed them? Huh? Do you feed them? You clothe them? Huh? Do you pay for the medicine? Do you do any of that for them? 2 units there. 2 units there. Somebody fucking call a lawyer for me. Harassment at its fucking finest, man, I swear.
Lambert, this is one of our fine supervisors. He will go every.
What's your first name, sir?
Lambert.
Hi, my name is Colin. I'm Sergeant with BD here.
What's your badge number?
817.
817, thank you.
Did these guys explain why we're here tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
They said they want to just go into my house.
Did they explain why?
This guy won't even take his foot off the door. Look at that. Right. Why is that?
Did they explain
why is that?
Why?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been here before for the same reason. And I'm telling you guys what I told him the last time. Without a warrant, you guys aren't going in my house.
Okay, and you understand that.
They let it go because it was false report.
The man tried his best to explain to the supervisor that it was probably a fake report if they even received one at all, because honestly, with these cops, who could tell? They might have just made up the whole story because they were bored on duty. But the supervisor wasn't having any of it. He just ignored the man and headed straight for the front door. One cop even had the nerve to say they believed the man when he said his children were fine. Well, believed him, why not just leave? Another cop started talking about doing their job because they supposedly received a call. But really, these cops should be focusing on that neighbor who keeps making these calls, reporting all sorts of nonsense about his neighbors. Isn't it alarming to the cops that someone keeps dialing 911 to make false reports?
It is now, but I guess I have a question for you. Why is it that one other person's word is better than my own? I keep telling that guy right there that my kids are fine.
Right, but you just showed up here, right?
Yeah, but I've been watching you guys. I've been watching you guys from that camera right there.
So
Look at that.
But you weren't here when all this was going on, so how do you know?
Because when I left, my kids were going to sleep. I put my kids to sleep before I go to work.
Okay.
I don't leave my kids to stay up.
So I guess, I mean, I'm trying to understand that if we don't investigate this, then are we doing our duty?
You guys are already investing. I already told him that my kids are fine. They're sleeping. Why would I wake them up for you guys right now? Why? Why at this time of night with this shit going on would I have to wake him up for him? Or for you, or for him, or for that guy right there? Why would I have to wake up my children that I take care of? Yeah.
Nobody said that. They don't believe it.
You guys are still here? This has his fucking foot on the door?
All right. There's no need name calling.
No, I got my fucking freedom, man. Don't tell me how to fucking speak.
So I should believe your word over somebody else's word then.
Why not? Why not? You guys are believing somebody else's word over mine? Yeah, because you're here. You're here.
That doesn't mean we necessarily believe that.
Okay, but he wants to see my kids to make sure that they're all right. Why? Because somebody else said that they're not.
Right.
But you guys believe that over my own word.
That's how reports come to the police. Somebody sees something that's concerning, they report it to us, and we have a job and a duty to investigate that. And if it's unfounded, then we leave.
And even if it was a false report, you guys have the number and the person who gave that witness report? Are you guys going to do something about that shit about it? Are you guys finally going to can do something about my neighbor, the one who keeps. This is the 4th time you guys have come to my house over this bullshit. Over bullshit. That's what it is. That's why I'm mad. Why would I have to present my children to you guys? Why? Why? You guys don't pay anything for them. You guys don't take care of them. You guys aren't here to invest emotionally on them. Who the f are you guys to tell me what to do with my kids?
Nobody's saying that you're a bad father.
That's how the f does this look? How the f does this look then? How does this look to me? How does this? You're not answering my question. How does this look to me? How does this make me look? Huh? How does this make me look? Does this make me look a good father?
We're not here to judge you. Okay, I'm not here to judge
you. I'm here to investigate something that somebody else said.
Absolutely, and that's what we do every day. Every call we go on, that's
yeah.
How we do it.
But why would I let you guys in? Why?
Before even showing up at someone's house, the cops should really check out the caller's story first. Since they like to use the word investigate so much, they should actually do some investigating into the person who actually made the call. These officers seemed confused, like they were slowly realizing that being a cop isn't about boosting your ego, but about respecting citizens. The man pointed out that it would be okay if this was the first time it happened, but no, these cops had shown up at his house 4 times already, all because of the troublesome neighbor across the street. He also couldn't understand why cops would show up at 3 in the morning. His kids had been in bed since 10 p.m., and it made no sense for the police to be at their door at this hour. Once again, the cop demanded that the man and his wife bring out their children, but the...
Okay, why? I don't need you to confirm shit. I don't need you to confirm shit, man.
Well, that's why you would listen, boss.
Why would I? What? Well, I'm going to give up my right just so you can see my children? Why would I give up my rights just so you can see my children?
Somebody reported to us.
Yeah, and now I'm reporting to you guys and nothing goes on with my kids. I put my kids to sleep before I go to work. I go to work at 10.
When this was happening, the person that reported this to us, when it was happening, you weren't here. You were not.
What time did they call you guys then? What time did they call you guys?
So,
what time did they call you guys?
Let's find out. What was the call time on this?
Because my kids were in bed by 10 o'clock. They may not have been asleep, but they were in bed by 10 o'clock. And they usually fall asleep right away. So that's why I don't understand. What I'm more pissed off is that this guy has his foot on my door. My wife is getting cold, and he won't even let me close it.
I can't even feel my feet anymore.
When somebody reports to us that something has happened and that somebody could have...
But is this necessary, though? Look, is this necessary? Is this necessary, though?
It is necessary.
Why is it necessary for him to block my door like that?
Because we have to check on your children.
Why do you have to check on my children? Why?
Easily bring them down here so we can see them.
No, I'm not going to wake up my children for you at this time of night, man.
I don't want to wake them up either.
Okay, then why do you want me to do it then?
So I want to, so these guys can look at them, so we can investigate.
Why?
You know what? And if we can prove that this other person is lying about this whole thing, then we'll deal with that.
Yeah.
Because we
Good
don't
luck.
have any interest in wasting our time for something that's frivolous either.
This is the 4th time you've done it, though. This is the 4th time it's been done. 4 times you guys have showed up to my house for this bullshit.
Okay.
4th time, you tell me that's not wasteful? I mean, are you gonna answer or no? You telling me that's not waste of resources?
I wasn't
calling me
I
4
wasn't
times.
here any of these
He
other
was
times.
though. He was though. But that's what I'm saying though. But you're gang. Gang.
No,
That's
not.
what I'm saying.
We're not
You
against it.
you gang. You wear the blue. You gang. You're this gang right here. This gang. This is what I'm talking about. Why are you guys here harassing me and wanting to wake up my children at 1:30 in the morning? You guys gonna come at 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning when they wake up?
No, because if they're being hurt, we're not going to let that continue.
Oh yeah. So if they're being hurt, that means they have.
That's how it works.
If they're being hurt, then that means they got bruises. That means you guys still could have came at 6 in the morning and seen those bruises, right?
No, if they're getting bruised right now, we're not going to leave them here.
If they're getting bruised right now, they wouldn't be asleep if they were getting bruised right now.
So you just proved my point for me.
How?
If they're being hurt right now,
And then the conversation took a whole turn. The man suggested to the cops that if they really had to check on things, they could at least come in the morning when the kids were awake, so they wouldn't disturb and scare them in the middle of the night for no good reason. But the cops argued that if the kids were being abused right now, waiting until the morning would be too late. The man tried to reason with them, explaining that if the kids were hurt and had bruises, those bruises would still be there the next day. It was pretty clear that the kids were perfectly fine, yet these cops still didn't get it. They seriously needed a reality check to understand that their role is to serve and protect the community, not to act like tyrants.
Because you guys just want to harass and
No,
fucking
we don't.
get on people. Yeah, look, this guy won't remove his fucking foot off the fucking door.
all we wanna
Look at
do
this
is
shit.
make sure
Why would you? No, fuck you. Shut up. Look.
Listen.
No, you listen.
Okay.
I'm getting tired of this shit, man. And you guys are not going into my fucking house. You hear me?
so here's the thing. So what we have to do, we have to check on your children.
No, you don't.
And
Do you have a warrant to go into
and
my
we're
house
going
and check on my
to.
children?
Okay. We have an obligation that if somebody reports that they're being
Stay
assaulted,
there. They're not going into my house.
you're not pulling
Don't
door
touch me,
shut,
please.
okay?
Don't touch me, please. Don't touch
No.
me, please. Sir, with this
We
coronavirus,
have-
please don't touch me.
We have to check on your children, and we're going to.
No, you're not.
Okay?
You guys are not going into my house.
I'd like to avoid this.
I'd like to avoid it too.
Okay.
Can you guys leave?
So here's
without a warrant, you guys aren't going into my house. Without a warrant, you're not going into my house.
Understand what I'm telling you.
I need you to clearly understand that without a warrant, you guys are not going into my house.
Okay.
This is illegal. You guys think you're above the law? Is that what that is, man?
We have an obligation to check on the welfare of your children right now.
No, but you guys have an obligation, but you guys can't come into my house.
And I'd rather do this in a way that doesn't result in...
You guys want me to wake up my children? How does that involve my children, man? You want me to wake up my kids at 1:30 in the morning?
How it's about your children? Give me 1 second to tell you. Because I would like to get done with this without having to arrest both of your children's parents.
Why would you arrest me? Why would you arrest me? Why would you arrest me?
So,
why would you arrest me?
We're going to
Why
have to
would
go
you
and check
arrest
on
me?
your children.
You're not going to my house. Why would you arrest me, though?
So,
why? Because I won't let you into my house? Because you want to wake up and disturb my children?
All right.
What would it take for you guys to get the fuck out of here without having to me open my door and let you guys in? Because I don't want you guys to go in.
If they can come down here and I can see them, then we will not go in your house. Okay?
Get out of the way so I can get my kill. No. My wife is not going to do it. The door's not going to close. And my wife is not going to do it. My wife is not going to. Can you get out of the way and I'll go get my child so you can see my child.
Can I ask something?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you going to put him back to sleep? If I do that, are you going to put him back to sleep for me?
Isn't that about their well-being? What happened about their well-being? You guys throw that shit. You guys just throw that shit out the door, huh? When it comes to you guys being responsible, I'm not. You don't tell me shut up.
That's that.
You're not gonna bring them down?
No, because you guys.
But things escalated when the supervisor got way too close, completely ignoring the personal space rule, which suggests keeping a 6-foot distance. The cop insisted they had a duty to check on the kids right then and there, but if it was such a serious case, why didn't they have a warrant? It's pretty simple. They even threatened to arrest the man, but for what? Because he didn't want to let them invade his home and disturb his sleeping children? The man tried to compromise, offering to bring the kids down himself if the cops would just back off from the door, but they wouldn't budge. They wanted to handle everything their way, and nothing the man said seemed to matter. They had their chance to handle the situation properly, but they made things worse for themselves. What would you do if you were in the man's shoes?
If you get the fuck out of the way, I'll bring one of my children down.
You know how hard it is to put them to sleep?
See, look at that. Even when you give them a compromise, they won't do anything.
We're
Look
not
at that
closing
shit.
this door.
No one said the door was going to close. I told you to get the fuck out of the way so I can get in and get one of my children, didn't I? Did I say I was going to close the door? Did I say I was going to close the door? Did I say that I had to close the door and wake up one of my kids?
What if? Can we try a different compromise? What if one of us?
No.
Hold on.
I don't want you guys in my house.
Can I just finish really quick?
No, because if it involves you guys going to my house, I'm not going to do it.
I'm trying to make a compromise.
Yeah, but I'm not going to let you guys in my home. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm not saying you don't need all of us traipsing through your house, and I don't want to disturb.
And I don't want any of you in my house.
I don't have any interest in doing that. But without waking up your kids, because she says they're hard to get back to sleep.
Yeah, because they have fucking.
If without waking them up, if one of us me could just follow you and take a look at it without waking them up.
No, I'm good.
You'd rather wake them up and bring them down here?
I would rather wake them up and bring them down here so they can see all of you guys. That way they can know who the f it is that's disturbing them. I don't want to talk to you. Don't talk to me.
You can back away.
Don't talk to me.
I'm okay with that.
I'm talking to your supervisor. Shut up.
If you'll bring them down here, we'll look at them right here and we'll get the hell out of here.
Okay. Tell him to get out the way. I'll go get my child. My wife opened the door for me. It's not going to close after I go in.
Okay. I got you.
I'm going to put the chain back on.
I'll give you my word we're not coming in there. If you give me your word, you're not going to slam us out.
As long as you let me put the chain back on, he can put the foot on back on it because he likes breaking laws, I guess, and you guys don't give a f.
Works for me. We got a deal? We can do that.
This cop tried to make filming in public seem like a crime when he approached a man with a camera out. He didn't waste any time and straight away asked for the man's ID. The man refused because he hadn't committed a crime. You don't need to be a law expert to know that you only need to show your ID if you had actually broken the law, but it seems like some cops still struggle with this concept, or maybe they just do it to feel more powerful. Anyway, back to our story. Seeing that these cops were clueless about their actual duties, the man asked for a sergeant or supervisor, hoping that someone higher up might school them on what a cop's job really entails. But one of the cops tried every trick in the book to avoid calling a supervisor, even throwing in accusations of trespassing. Now it's obvious to everyone that this cop had no clue what trespassing really meant. You can't be arrested for trespassing on public property. The man then told them if they didn't call the supervisor, he would head over to the nearby police station and file a complaint himself. But they threatened to arrest him for trespassing if he went over there as well. Do these cops really think they could stop someone from making a complaint against them with such made-up stories?
According to harassment, you can't turn a constitution protected activity into a crime.
Do you have ID on you, sir?
No, I haven't committed a crime.
Okay. That's what you're doing in front of the facility?
I'm taking pictures and video of matters of public interest.
What's that public interest?
That's all I'm going to say. Is that recording?
Sure is.
Excellent. Awesome.
Well, you're going to have to ask to move along.
No. I'm not leaving. I'm on public property. Get a sergeant out here. Or a lieutenant. You give me illegal directives to leave. You know I'm on public property. There's utilities here. This is a public sidewalk, correct? So Ramos versus Flowers. I'm allowed to record police departments. Glick versus Cuniff. I can record anything out in public. Did you tell Google to stop taking pictures of their facility when they flew their satellites over? Or is it just me? So I'd like a sergeant out here.
No problem, I'll get one for you.
Excellent. So officers, you do have violation of people parked on the sidewalk. Why don't you go give them some summons or what, you can arrest them?
I was just trying to figure out what you're doing here.
Yeah, you're telling me illegal directives, so I got a problem with that.
Okay, then we can speak. He's on his way.
All right, cool. So we're fine now?
You do know
right?
that it is posted no trespassing. Yeah. So
Yeah, but if it's a state facility, I'm still allowed in there. Because it's open to the public. That's not true.
It is true.
No, it's not.
They tell you to leave.
So if I go to the police department, you tell me to leave, and I stay there, if I'm not committing a crime, I'm allowed to stay there. That's the law. So as long if this is a public facility, even if they have no trespassing, it's still open to the public. Until I broke a law, I wouldn't be in violation of anything.
If there's no trespassing posted,
The gate's open. It's not a secure place. I'm not going on the property, but if I find out it's a public entity, I will go in there.
okay.
And then if you guys do anything, I'll just see you guys again. That's cool. Yeah. I mean, I don't know why you give me illegal directives to leave.
I just asked you to. I didn't demand you leave. I asked you.
No, you're like, move along.
Yes.
Right, under color of law.
That's a question. That wasn't a demand.
Under color of law, you told me to move along.
That wasn't a directive. That was a question.
Well, it's an unlawful order if it was, but you did it under color of law.
And then the cop claimed he was giving the man a legal order to stop filming. Sure, cops enforce the law, but that doesn't mean they're above it and can just order people around. I mean, if that were really how things worked, everyone would probably want to be a cop. However, these cops were actually in a much stickier situation than they realized. They were about to get a reality check they never saw coming, all because their egos wouldn't let them just apologize, turn around, and walk away. When the man asked for their names and badge numbers, only one cop complied. The other one just sat there, trying to ignore everything the man was saying. The man reminded him it was his duty to identify himself whenever a citizen asked, but the cop seemed determined not to listen no matter what.
Reporting to harassment? Say it. Say it. Name and badge number. Name and badge number, officer. All right. Name and badge number.
Officer Waller, 6635.
See how hard that is? How you doing, Sergeant? Name and badge number?
Sergeant Billy, please.
Do you have a badge number or not?
92.
92, okay. So this officer here refused to identify himself verbally, so I'd like to file an IA on him. And he also told me to move along. Under color of law, it seems like that's a legal thing that he's telling me to do, and obviously I'm on public sidewalk, and it's not illegal to be on public sidewalk recording. So I'd like to file an IA on that gentleman there for those two incidents.
What are you out here for?
Recording matters of public interest. Correct.
Correct your facility and they call because you're out.
Yeah, that's fine, but that still doesn't negate what he just did.
What did you do?
He told me to move along under color of law of a public sidewalk with, to me, the threat of arrest, even though he didn't say that. And then he refused to identify himself. Because he told me to move along.
On his thing. I let him record my name.
That's not what your policy is. Your policy says you're supposed to identify yourself. Not just by pointing at your titty and saying, here it is. You don't say that to a judge, right? Hey, judge, look at... And just... You still can't say his name and badge number. You did, he did, no problem. You know, ego's got to go. I'm doing it right now. Listen, state law is any officer anytime can take any complaint. I'm filing a complaint with you right now. I don't need ID. I can do it anonymously. I can give you my email address.
Okay.
So exactly where is their property line at?
I'm actually trying to figure that out. I don't have it mapped out. I'm not. We have to go down the city to get the lot.
And is there a way for you to find out if that's public property?
It seemed like he just couldn't stand the idea of the man being right and him being wrong. Nevertheless, the man didn't waste any time and took it upon himself to give these cops a little life lesson. He tried to explain that the police department isn't private property, but the cops acted as if nothing he said made any sense. In fact, they tried to spin it so it looked like he was the one who was out of line. The whole point here is that the man hadn't committed any crimes and these cops really had no business bothering him in the first place. Instead of just standing around wasting precious time, they could actually be out there solving crimes all across America.
Because if you see the light poles over there next to that white truck.
The way to do that would be to get the tax records.
Well, that light pole is facing inside here. Why would the city of Trenton be lighting up their parking lot unless it's a public property? Right? I mean, does that make sense?
You have to see that.
Well, I'll just look at the GIS survey.
Yeah, that's obviously you don't have access to that. I don't know if anybody in the facility.
I mean, this guy's demanding my ID and stuff like that. He's not a cop. Even you guys can't get my ID. I haven't broken the law.
The gentleman in there?
Yeah, the gentleman with the blue shirt on. I mean, I haven't broken the law. You guys know that.
I didn't hear how he said you did.
Yeah.
What?
No, I totally agree with it. I mean, but telling me to move along. Yeah, but under color of law, you're like, yeah, you need to move. I mean, you guys can see, there's no parking on the street, but yet these guys are on the sidewalk. I guess your name, badge number? Your name, badge number? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. You have your seatbelt on? No? So we don't wear seatbelts? What are we doing in this town? So you guys don't have a policy to wear seatbelts either?
Have a good day, sir. All right?
No, I'm following an IA. So that officer right there doesn't have a seatbelt on. Sergeant. Excuse me, Sergeant.
I heard you. Have a good day. I heard you.
All right, no problem. I'll do an IA on you. You just want to walk away? You got your officers here with no seatbelts on? You got officers here with no seatbelts on.
Have a good day.
So your policy is not to have seatbelts on? Huh? Hello? Hello? Yeah, just keep going, dude. How'd that work out for you?
Now we're talking about a sheriff who wasn't too happy about some guy standing next to his car and filming. The sheriff came out all puffed up and told the man that if he wanted to stay there, he needed to be waiting to meet someone or doing something specific, or else he had to leave. That was totally off base. The man was free to stand there as long as he liked, doing nothing if he chose to. What the sheriff didn't realize was that the man wasn't just loitering, he was a journalist busy creating content for a story, so in reality, he was working. Despite this, the sheriff kept insisting the man had no real reason to be there, as if he had any right to decide that. I mean, that's just the sheriff's opinion, right? Seeing that his approach wasn't working, the sheriff switched tactics and started claiming that the man acted very suspiciously because of everything he was doing. Then another cop joined in trying to back up his buddy by saying the man couldn't be there because it was private property. When the man asked who owned the property, the cop claimed it belonged to the sheriff's department.
What was that? Oh, because I am.
Why?
Because I am. Because I am. Huh?
You know what car it is?
Whose car is it?
It's one of ours, but I'm trying to figure out why you're recording it.
Because I'm recording.
Well, why? I'm asking why.
Because I am. I'm telling you because I am.
I know, but you all look in this car. I'm trying to figure out why you
I'm not in this car, but yeah.
You got the thing all in this window. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong.
I had it out the window, yeah, for sure.
But for what, though?
Because I am.
But I'm asking why.
And I'm telling you because I am.
Well, can we leave this premise? Because this is private property here, so you can't be here.
It's private property?
Yeah. Unless you have somewhere you're meeting someone or somebody. If you're not, you got to move that because you don't have no reason to be here.
I don't have a reason to be here?
But also, would it look suspicious if you were anywhere else on the streets? If somebody's looking into somebody's windows, we're obviously going to stop that person, correct?
I don't know what to tell you, man.
No. If someone was looking into your car windows, wouldn't you want someone to be contacted because it's a little awkward, a little suspicious?
Yeah, I mean, it ain't a problem to look in these windows, so.
Well, actually, yeah. If I stop by or if I'm driving through and I see somebody looking in, that's called casing a vehicle. Essentially, to burglarize it, I'm going to stop them, identify them, and go, "What are you doing here?" Because that's weird.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So what's going on?
Good luck with that.
Okay, so what's going on?
What's going on with you?
What are we doing here with our car?
None of your business.
Well, this is actually my car, so we won't.
None of your business.
Can you leave?
I don't.
Private property.
This is private property? Who owns it? Who owns it?
This is the sheriff's property.
Who owns it?
Boss man, look, we can do this 2 ways.
2 ways?
Yes. I'm just asking. Are you on anything?
What a clown. Am I on anything?
Probation or anything?
Are you on probation?
Sir, I'm being nice to you right now.
I'm being nice too.
Why don't you walk over here and we can talk over here?
No, I'm good. I don't want to go over there.
Well, you can't be right here.
Why is that?
Because you can't be right here.
You think this is private?
This is private. Is your car here? Do you have a reason to be here?
Are people allowed to come here and conduct business?
No, it's not. It's a private.
It's open, right?
To start looking into people's vehicles.
I don't even need to tell you how ridiculous this whole situation was with what they claimed. One of the cops was trying to school his colleague, so he picked a fight with a man who was just looking at his sheriff's car. But since when is it a crime to look at something? It's not like the man was trying to break into the car or anything serious that would actually justify the cops getting involved. Trying to find a way out of the mess they were creating, one of the cops showed the man a sign that supposedly marked part of the parking lot as private. Sure, but that was beyond where the man was standing.
They go for like 200 now.
I know, that's why I bought 2 pairs.
So if you sell the other pair, you're good.
Yeah, well, I got like I said, 30, 40 pairs right now, 1s, 11s, 3s, 4s. And what I do is I buy a bunch of 2 pairs of the ones I know are going to go up, and I'll sell 5, 6 pairs of them, and it's going to pay for all my 30, 40 pairs.
Let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
How can we help you?
See, if we could talk like this, I'll talk to you all day. You guys coming in and giving the orders and directives, that ain't going to work.
Like, I parked over here last time, and we had somebody doing this, trying to get in the car.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, you guys can see I wasn't getting in the car.
No, I wasn't tripping, but it's just like, I don't give a damn.
Where you were wrong was saying this is private property.
Well, what I'm saying is, what they told me last time, if your car is here, and you see somebody in here, they have no authority to be here, you can escort them off. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
What authority, let me ask you this, what authority will we need to be here?
Can I not be a dick and show you something real quick, though?
Well, let me finish this. What authority will we need to be at the police station, right?
It's not a police station.
Sheriff's office, it's the same thing.
But it's not a police station.
Yeah, it is. There's headquarters over there, there's offices, we can walk all in here, we can park in here. Let me ask you a question, can we park in here?
Yeah.
And it's public. Then it's public. What sign?
Right there, in the parking lot.
What does it say?
Authorized parking only.
Yeah, beyond that sign.
It's the whole office park.
No, it had nothing to do with here.
All right.
And it's authorized parking only. Am I parking?
Look, you said we could talk.
What was your name? Olson? Badge number.
1094.
Cool. Yeah, I'm not parking. I'm walking.
I just want to
Yeah. You can point them out. That's what I don't understand. Why these guys are tripping? him and his partner were. Yeah, bro. You were set. I'm not in his car, but yeah. I had it out the window. Yeah, for sure.
But for what though?
Because I am.
But I'm asking why.
And I'm telling you because I am.
Well, can we leave this premise because this is private?
The spot where the man was, that was a public parking area where anyone could park their car. One of the cops got really heated and told the man that he didn't deserve the cops to be nice to him. If that's what they call being nice, I'd hate to see what they're like when they're not. Thanks to their behavior and their eagerness to engage, the man now had some excellent material for his story without any trouble at all. Just imagine the cop saying he doesn't like you. I mean, would you care about his opinion, or would you just keep doing everything you've been doing up till that point? So many cops gathered around one man in the parking lot just showed how the money from taxes is wasted. And no one wants to pay for police officers like these, right?
Is it none of your business?
Well, this actually is my car. So what do you want?
None of your business.
Can you leave?
This is private property? Who owns it? Who owns it?
This is the sheriff's property.
Who owns it?
Boss man, look, we can do this 2 ways.
2 ways?
Yes.
I'm just on anything?
Probation or anything?
Are you on probation?
Sir, I'm being nice to you right now.
I'm being nice too.
Let's walk over here. We'll talk over here.
No, I'm good. I don't want to go over there.
Well, you can't be right here.
Why is that?
Because you can't be right here.
You think this is private?
This is private.
You were setting up to grab me and all kind of shit. Or we're gonna ID you. Are you on probation? Can we do this and that? You guys were goofy, bro. You were goofy.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, what are you getting out of this?
Well, I was just getting some footage for a story I'm doing. And you guys came up. Now this is the story. This is the whole story. Yeah, but I was worried about keeping you guys on camera because you guys were about to do something stupid.
I wasn't.
You were. Yeah, you were. You were getting real close to grabbing me.
I can stand this close to you. I don't grab you.
I know. But you were getting ready to.
Listen, I would tell you, I wouldn't grab you, boss man.
And it's all good. 6 months from now, a year from now, we would have had you in a deposition trying to explain why you grabbed me. You know what I mean? My lawyers in Oakland would have tore you up. We could have been real fast. But it's better.
Whatever you want to do.
See, that's what I'm saying. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. What was your name again?
I'm Johnson.
Johnson. Thank you, Johnson. I appreciate you. So Johnson is the only one who did good. This dude was pretty respectful. I didn't talk to none of the rest of these except McDonald and Stafford. Thank you. I appreciate you, bro. Look, if you see somebody recording, they ain't doing nothing illegal, man, remember, it's reasonable suspicion of a crime, not just suspicion. Remember that.